my channel, which is Complementary Economics. And today's class is about the production and cost theory. One of the production concept, which is shapes of marginal product, which is MP, total product, and average product curves. So now in today's class I'm going to talk about the shapes of the curve. So in the last previous classes we have already discussed about the law of variable proportion theory, a short run production curve. So the first topic you can see here, short run production concept. This is the first one. The theory what you are seeing here, this is nothing but the law of variable proportion theory. So first of all, when we talk about the law of variable proportion theory, the three important concepts which we have to talk about, that is total product. So and here you have marginal product and the average product. These are the few concepts which you have to talk about to explain about how exactly in the short run the curves are going to behave. So in the last previous classes, all three curves, it was in the same diagram. If you are going to see the law of variable proportion theory in the previous videos which I have covered, if you are going to see that all three curves, it is there in the only one single video. One single diagram, all the three curves, TP curve, APL curve and MPL curve, it is all there in one single diagram. So right now we are going to talk about how exactly the shape of TP and AP and MP. So when you are going to answer this question it is for 4 marks. So when you are going to answer this, so definitely you have to concentrate on few of the things, very minor things, how exactly the curve shape is moving. So first of all, let's talk about the TP. How TP exactly it is going to behave. In the short run production function, which is the law of variable proportion theory, so you have seen that the land is the fixed factor and the labor is continuously going to increase. Whenever labor ratio is going to increase, proportionately we have seen that the quantity is also going to increase. If you start seeing the curve shape, so at the beginning it is increasing, the slope is very much more. After that you can see the slope it's become bit constant. So after that it started diminishing. The TP started coming towards the downside. So what exactly the total product means? By using number of labors in the fixed factor, how much quantity we are willing to produce. So when we are going to talk about, let's talk about the first one. When TP increases and an increase rate, MP will also increase. That means TP is increasing, that too increasing rate only. That means TP is increasing very higher, faster. So the steep is more here. It is increasing. So in this ratio, marginal production is also going to increase. So this is the first stage where TP is increasing in the increasing rate. So MP is also increasing. So then we'll talk about the second one. When TP increases at the decreasing rate, MP will decrease. After this point, you can see that TP started increasing, but it is in the decreasing rate. So first, at the beginning, the gap between the TP, it was 10 units, 20 units, 30 units. After that, it is increasing, but it was 10, increased to 9, increased to 8. It is increasing, but in the decreasing manner. For an example, so it was 10, increased to 20, increased to 30. That means what is the extra? 10. What is the extra? 10. Okay, this one it won't be counted. It will be 10. How much it is increasing? 20. The marginal extra which is increasing, it was 10, then it increased to 20. After one point of time, this time you can see marginal product is also increasing at the increasing rate. TP is also increasing. So with that, marginal production also increasing, but in the increasing rate. After this point, if it's 50, TP is increasing 40 to 50, isn't it? But what is the ratio? The extra additional MP. MP will be only 10. So that means TP is increasing, but MP is also increasing, but TP is increasing in the decreasing way, because the gap between this definitely it got decreased. Instead of 30 or 40, only 10 units got also coming down. And the next point, when TP reaches the maximum, when it is going to reach its maximum is 57 if you have seen, yeah. So so when TP is going to reach its maximum, so in that point you can see that the marginal rate, the marginal production what we are going to stock, it will be 0. So when the TP is going to reach its maximum, it can be 57, 56 in the table, whichever number you are going to see, that time definitely marginal production is going to reach its 0. So then when TP is going to decrease, MP will be negative. When TP in this particular TP is not decreasing, if continue to decrease like this, the marginal production what we are going to talk about, the marginal production curve, it's not represented, but you have to see the table for that. The previous classes table what you have, which you have written down. So you have to see that when TP is going to come down, it is decreasing. So that time definitely MP will reach its negative. So that means MP curve, here you can see MP curve, it will come and it will be ended here. For example, I am just creating a dotted line, it will be reaching to a negative. So this way AP, TP and MP, it will be connected to each other. If you are going to discuss TP, so definitely MP is also related with that, because the theory also talks about the law of diminishing marginal product. So now we are done with TP, increasing at the increasing rate, increasing at the decreasing rate. One point of time it will be reaching maximum, so MP will be 0. And when it starts diminishing, MP will be negative. 4 stages you have to remember. The first, second, third and the 4 stages to explain the TP. On the other side, you have one more interesting diagram which talks about APL and the MPL. So APL is nothing but average product of labor. MPL is nothing but marginal product of the labor. So now, by giving this, I'll start explaining this. You will get to know. They both are starting at the same point. Almost same point. So if you consider this here also, it is fine. So both are starting at the same point now. They both are starting at the same point. Both means which one? MPL and APL. So in short, you can say MP and AP. AP and MP at the beginning, they both are starting at the same point and they both will start increasing. Can you see? They both are increasing. They both are starting at the same point. Right? They both are starting at the same point and both will start increase. They both are increasing. Now, MP first, it will reach its maximum. In this, MP is going to reach its maximum. Both are going to increase, but MP will increase more than the AP. This is the APL curve. This is the MPL. So MP curve is going to increase more than the APL. So MP is above the APL curve. So MPL curve, it is going to reach, it is going to increase one point of time. It is going to reach its maximum point. Can you see here? So it has reached its maximum point. It reaches its maximum point. Which one? MP. MP first, it is going to reach the maximum point because AP maximum point is here. So MP will reach its maximum point first. Then it will start decreasing. Then it is going to decrease. Can you see? But APL till this point continuously increasing only. It is not diminishing. APL continuously increasing. But APL, before APL reach maximum, APL will reach its maximum. Then it will come down and it is going to cut APL curve in this point. So this is the APL curve. From the above, MPL curve is going to come down. From the above, MPL is going to cut the APL curve. Can you see that? So APL curve, when it is going to cut. After cutting this point will be called as P point. The point will be called as where MPL is going to cut the APL curve. That point will be called point P. That time they both will be equal. AP and MP, they both will be equal in this point. They both are in the same point. They start at the same point. MP will reach its maximum first. It is more than the APL. From the above, it is going to cut the APL. When APL at its maximum, it's going to cut. So then finally, after this cut, MPL and APL both will start decreasing. Can you see they both are decreasing now? Yes, they both will start decreasing. So after this point, what we are going to see is, so MPL and APL, they both, so MPL will continue to diminish because it's already decreasing here. Can you see here? The curve is already coming down. So MPL will continue to decrease, but right now what we are seeing is APL, now it will start decreasing. Till now it was increasing. After this cut, after the point P, APL will also start decrease. But right now they both are decreasing, but MPL is lesser than APL. So APL is above the MPL. Is it clear? The point with? So now just go with this point. AP, MP start at the same point. As I said, at beginning, as AP goes on, MP will be more than AP. Yeah, MP is more than the AP. When AP reaches maximum, and AP and MP will be equal, reaching its maximum. When AP will be reaching its maximum, MP and AP is equal here. Clear? MP first is reached maximum, then it cuts the AP from the above. This point is called P. Then when MP cuts AP, point both will start decreasing. But MP decreases more than the APL, which I said. So now AP and MP both are in the same shape. Inverse U, this is U, this is the inverse U. So it can be APL, yeah, MPL. They both are inversely U shaped. And so TPL, if you are talking about this particular shape, the TPL shape is continuously, it is increasing. So the shape of the TPL, it is positive. So this is one of the 4-mark question. I hope you have understood. The minimum thing, very minor thing also I have discussed. It is more than enough to understand, at the same time to explain in the exam. So thank you so much. I will be making one more interesting concept in the next class. Thank you so much.